When the world is just too much, turn it off and turn on positive, encouraging K-Love.
I'm gonna praise.
World off. K-Love on.
K-Love is sunshine for my soul.
I love K-Love.
Listen now on your radio, online, or on the free K-Love app.
K-Love makes me feel so good.
Positive, encouraging K-Love.
Each week on Culinary Confidential, Christina Cates, a seasoned foodie who has worked at some of New York City's top restaurants, will share her passion for the culinary world. Whether you're a professional chef, a restaurant enthusiast, or a lover of good food, Christina dives into the heart of hospitality, exploring the trends, triumphs, and challenges facing the food service profession. And you won't want to miss her chats with some of the most interesting and influential industry voices. And now, please take your seat at the table as Culinary Confidential with Christina Cates starts now, exclusively on AM 970, The Answer.
Welcome to Culinary Confidential with Christina Cates. Tonight's show is sponsored by former guest Steve Cuccinelli of the Suites at 17 North, located in Rutherford, New Jersey. Ryan Pagano, can you get Steve on the line? Because I need him to explain to the audience what he's doing at the Suites at 17 North.
Well, sure thing. And we got Steve joining the show right now. Steve, welcome in.
Thank you very much. Hi, Christina. How are you?
I'm good, Steve. How are you?
Never had a bad day in my life.
Oh, I love to hear that.
I'm in Rutherford now, actually sitting outside the Suites of 17 North, located at the Meadows office complex.
Oh, this is exciting.
It's a shared office space. Yes. 15 minutes outside of Manhattan, opposite MetLife, where they'll have where the Giants and Jets play, and they'll have the soccer.
Nice.
Opposite, about a mile away from American Dream.
So you're very centrally located. And you know what's so exciting about this? The first thing people ask me when they hear about the show is, oh, you making any money yet? You have any sponsors? And now I'm like, hell yeah, I am. I have Steve Cuccinelli from the Suites at 17 North on board with the show. So thank you so much. So tell me what you're offering at the Suites.
So the Suites 17 North, ironically, is a shared office space similar to a WeWorks or a Regis, but I own it independently, and it's the only one that I own. I've been in a shared office space for 37 years.
Wow.
I just celebrated my 37th anniversary, June 1st, with a public bank, and I finance technology equipment for the last 37 years. Previously, I sold hardware. I've been in this shared office space, and 10 years ago, the company that owned it left, and I looked at the opportunity, and they were going to close it, and I went to the building owners and said, give me a lease, and I'll take it over. I've been in it for 27 years at that point. If I can't figure it out after 27 years, I better find something else to do. I have 13,000 square feet, 41 offices.
Wow, that's huge.
Four conference rooms, and 10 years ago, everyone had a landline and an office. Things have changed where a lot of people use only their cell phones or they bring their own telephone line in. But more importantly, the world has changed where people aren't going into the office every day.
Right.
A shared office space allows you the flexibility of going to your regular office if need be or have this office. Most of my clients are entrepreneurs. They own their own business, let it be an accounting firm, a public relations firm, a diamond center, a technology firm. And they have anywhere from 1 to 5 offices. We're pretty unique in that we have a huge indoor and outdoor parking. It's a Class A building. What does that mean? Class A building has a full-service cafeteria, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., a free gymnasium with men's and women's showers, lockers, and free towels. That's open from 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. every night. So you get that with your office space.
Steve, are you sure this is an office space? It sounds like a country club.
You have 24 hours, 7-day-a-week access to your office. High-speed internet, free, a desk and a chair. So you walk in with your laptop and you're ready to go. In the 37 years I've been here and owning it for the last 10, what I have learned, and I tell people all the time, you will make more money and be more successful, and I can pretty much guarantee it if you come to an office space and work out of your home. And that sounds like a sales pitch, but it's not. When you're at your home, you're looking out to your yard and think, oh, tomorrow I'm going to cut the grass. It's Saturday. Or I have to fix that window. And then you start concentrating on your job, an email, a telephone call. When you're in an office space, in an office environment, it's 12 hours a day or as many hours as you want, and you're concentrating about business. And in the shared office space, ironically, the people interact, and some of the people do business with one another. I may use the accounting firm. I may use the real estate firm. It's just a totally different environment, and it can fit many different needs. If you want the flexibility of a short-term lease, 3 months, we can do that. If you only want to come in 3 days a week, we can do that. Most of the clients out of the 41 offices, I've averaged 80% rental, and they stay full-time.
Wow.
Many, many years. One client has been with me for the same 37 years that I'm in the same office space, and they've been my client now for 10 years. It's just a working environment where you'll get more money and more done in a given day than working out of your home.
I love it. Steve, I think Culinary Confidential is going to have to take up some office space over there sooner than later.
There we go. We have a manager on duty, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You could be out of town for a month, a week, or a day. All your mail and your packages go into your office every single day. If you need something scanned to you, we do it free of charge. We have a kitchen area, microwave, free coffee, free tea, free milk. You can sit and have your lunch, put it in the refrigerator. You don't even have to use the cafeteria.
You know what this is giving?
When we had that,
this is giving like nice hospitality, which is really the center of today's show.
And what I wanted to make the comparison to, you're in the restaurant business. I was in the restaurant business up to 2 weeks ago.
That's right.
After a 10-year career at Wonder Bagel and sold the franchise, the single one that I had. In the restaurant business, you have two products. You have your food and you have your service. If you have to have both to be the A-level player, to be above everyone else. If you give me great food and poor service, I may come back once a month, once every other month. You give me great service and average food, same thing. But if you give me a great meal and great service, I might show up to your restaurant every week. The Suites at 17 North, spotless environment, 6 figures I just renovated with. The office is modern, the desks are modern, the high-speed internet is fantastic. I give great customer service with a great product at a reasonable price. And I will tell you, in all the years I'm always 80% full.
I love that. And Steve, I want to have you back on the show in a few weeks. I know you just sold Wonder Bagels, and I want to talk to you about what that process was like. Owning Wonder Bagels, you know, you got out of it for specific reasons. Obviously, cost of goods has been out of control. So let's have you back on soon and really dissect, you know, the small business owner and how to make it in the business and why you got out of it.
Christine, I would love it, and I'm glad to be your sponsor. You have a fantastic show, and we're going to get a lot more sponsors going forward.
I love it, Steve. Music to my ears.
Show today, Dave.
Thanks so much, Steve. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, on to tonight's show now. There's a certain kind of leader in hospitality who doesn't just understand restaurants, they understand people. The kind who can walk into a dining room, feel the energy before a single word is spoken, and instinctively know how to elevate the entire experience, from the lighting to the service to the way a guest feels walking out of the door. And then there are the ones who take that understanding and scale it, transform it into something much bigger. Because hospitality today isn't just what's on the plate. It's about connection. It's about loyalty. It's about creating ecosystems where people don't just dine, they belong. And that's exactly where tonight's guest lives. Sam Bakhshandehpour is one of the most respected operators in modern hospitality, someone who has not only led iconic brands, but has consistently been at the forefront of how this industry evolves. You may know his work from his time leading powerhouse restaurant groups, brands that didn't just succeed, but defined moments in dining culture, places where the reservation book was full, the energy was electric, and the experience was unmistakable. He understands what it takes to build restaurants that resonate and endure. But what makes Sam so compelling right now is that he's not just looking at what hospitality has been. He's helping shape what it's becoming because the industry is shifting. We're watching this fascinating intersection of hospitality, technology, and lifestyle collide in real time. Guests don't just want a great meal anymore. They want personalization. They want recognition. They want experiences that extend beyond four walls. And operators, they're being asked to do more than ever. Build brands, build loyalty, build communities, and do it all in an increasingly competitive, fast-moving landscape. That's where Sam's current role comes into play. As president of merchants at Built, he's at the helm of one of the most disruptive platforms in the country, one that's redefining how people engage, not just with where they eat, but where they live. Think about this for a second. What if your everyday life, your rent, your neighborhood, your daily routines could actually connect you to experiences you love? Your favorite restaurants, fitness studios, travel, culture? What if loyalty wasn't just about points, but about lifestyle integration? Built is creating that bridge. It's turning the concept of rewards into something far more powerful, something experiential, something aspirational, something that feels personal. And in doing so, it's opening up entirely new opportunities for the hospitality industry to connect with guests in ways we've never seen before. This is where the future is heading. Not just transactions, but relationships. Not just customers, but communities. And Sam Bakhshandehpour is right at the center of that conversation. Sam is one of the most respected operators in modern hospitality. Someone who bridges luxury, hospitality, nightlife, restaurants, hotels, finance, and now technology-driven loyalty ecosystems. As I mentioned, he's currently the president of merchants at Built, where he oversees partnerships and growth across restaurants, retail, travel, hotels, lifestyle, and neighborhood commerce. His role is essentially about turning Built into a hospitality and lifestyle environment, not just a rewards platform. What makes Sam so dynamic is that he's not just a tech executive. He comes from deep operational hospitality. He previously served as CEO of the Jose Andrés Group, overseeing 50-plus restaurants globally. President and CEO of SBE Entertainment Group, one of the defining luxury hospitality nightlife companies of the 2000s and 2010s, with brands spanning hotels, restaurants, nightlife, and experiential dining. That means he understands guest psychology, luxury experience, loyalty, nightlife culture, restaurant economics, and what makes people feel seen in hospitality. Before hospitality, Sam worked at JPMorgan in investment banking, leading gaming, lodging, and real estate practices. That's important because he speaks both languages, operator and investor strategist. That combination is rare and part of why he's become influential in hospitality leadership circles. One of the biggest themes in his interviews is that hospitality is no longer confined to four walls. He believes your apartment, your neighborhood, your favorite restaurant, gym, transportation, and travel experiences should all feel interconnected and personalized. At Built, he's helping build what he describes as a hospitality ecosystem powered by recognition and identity, where businesses know guest preferences and create elevated experiences automatically. So tonight, we're diving into it all. We're talking about his journey through some of the most influential groups in the country, what he learned, what shaped him, and what it really takes to lead at the highest level in this business. We're exploring how hospitality is evolving in a world driven by technology and data, but still powered by human connection. And we're unpacking what he's building now, how Built is changing the game, and what it means for restaurants, operators, and consumers alike. Because if you care about where this industry is going, if you care about the experience economy, if you care about the intersection of dining, lifestyle, and innovation, this is a conversation you don't want to miss. So settle in, because this is Culinary Confidential, where food meets culture and hospitality tells the real story. And tonight, that story is being written by one of the most forward-thinking minds in the business. Sam Bakhshandehpour is here, and I can't believe it myself. Sam, welcome to the show. What a pleasure it is to have you on, and I've really been looking forward to this for a while. And I have the dynamic Shayna Nestor of Gibson's Restaurant Group for bridging this connection. So welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. So happy to be here.
Okay, before we talk about where hospitality is going, we have to understand where it's been and the kind of leadership it takes to thrive in it. Sam, you've led at the highest levels of the restaurant industry, most recently with the Jose Andrés Group. What originally drew you into hospitality?
Well, hospitality to me is the emotional connection that is so palpable when you walk into a restaurant, and it's about people and it's about authentic experiences. What I've always loved about hospitality is That's where memories are formed.
Oh, yeah.
And people come to celebrate. People come to have meetings, have parties. They mourn in your restaurants. And for us, it's a responsibility as an industry to deliver at the highest levels, leaving people, again, with that once-in-a-lifetime memory, that moment that they carry with them forever.
I love it. All right, you've been a part of brands that had real energy and passion. What separates a good restaurant from one that becomes iconic?
Great question. There are a lot of good restaurants. There are very few iconic restaurants. The biggest differentiator is not food, design, music, all the points that we typically spend so much time on. It's capturing the hearts of locals. When a restaurant becomes an institution that connects to locals and is front of mind for the neighborhood, it becomes iconic because so many restaurants do a fabulous job of nailing the food. There are so many incredible chefs and restaurateurs that nail the vibe, that invest a ton in the design and the build out, that train the staff. When it all comes together, ultimately, that experience connecting to the neighborhood and leaving a mark on locals, that's what gives a restaurant longevity beyond the initial first couple of years